Friday. Gotta lose races on Friday. Hello. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm wearing green. I forgot. Yoshi, green. Who knew? Anyways, happy Friday. Hello, hello. It looks like there's a number of people already hanging out. Goodness gracious. I feel like I say that every week, but this week it looks like there are the most amount of messages in chat that I've ever seen upon kicking off a stream. Of course, Pikmin Pro, JJ Cat, Mega Eevee hanging out as always. Chris, what's up, dude? Scrolling on down, there are so many. I don't want to miss anyone. Gustine also hanging out. What's up, dude? Tempest Moon 2, hey! Oh, wait, what? Tempest Moon 2, I just noticed the music's from Bulby. He's an old buddy of mine. That's crazy cool. First and foremost, I listen to a lot of Bulby. I don't think that I have gone to the gym a single day without having at least one of his songs or his covers play. That's fantastic. Zachary Beachy also, what's up, man? And I think I hit on everyone. If I missed anyone, goodness gracious, please forgive me and just put, like, I don't know, the number 14 in the chat. Either which way, how's everyone doing? Happy 2024. My goodness gracious, can you believe it? 2023 was a whirlwind of a year. It was a very good year for myself personally. I hope it was good for you as well. But it was a quick year, a very quick year. Chris, hi LP. Do you remember me? I changed my names. I very well could have. What was your old name? Tempest Moon 2. No way. I'll let him know next time I see him. We met through Smash Brothers year back. Yeah, that is so cool. That is awesome. Great music. Gustine says your Yoshi is a green screen. Yes, he is the special Yoshi. He changes colors, not based on the fruit that he's eating, but the music he's listening to, which right now is Rainbow Road. Very fitting, in fact, since we're probably going to play on Rainbow Road at some point tonight. Obviously, as you're well aware, we are playing Mario Kart, and I am excited because as we see up here in the chat, we're going to have another person joining us, I think, for the first time. Zachary Beachy recently got Mario Kart 8. He's been hanging out for a lot of the streams and in the Discord, so pretty cool. Oh, goodness me. Let's see what we got here. Looks like Gustine's working on his video game. Some more. Now it's a platform fighter, like Super Smash Brothers. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Pikmin Pro, it's like a rainbow Yoshi. Exactly. I like that. Right now he's kind of green. If I just like hang out down here. Perfect. Probably not great for my spine, but hey, sacrifices, right? For the people that we love. My first race will be with you guys, says Zachary Beachy. That's awesome. Good luck. Not that I think that you'll need it, especially racing against me. JJ Cat, super chat. I did say punishment last stream was shout out for Serena for making fun of her. Hey, way to keep me honest. Thank you so much for the support, JJ. You are absolutely awesome. Even if you take Serena's side more often than not. Seriously though, Zach, you probably don't need as much luck because do consider the fact that I'll be racing alongside you, and not to rain on my own parade too terribly much, but well, you've seen it, right? I don't know the meaning of it. You'd think that you do something over and over again, and it's going to improve slightly. Lo and behold, that's not the case. With that being said, let's doodle this dandy. What say we? Let's flip, skip, and dip. And oh, let's do this a little differently, shall we? Let's bring the game screen full screen. It's cropped still. How could I have forgotten? I cropped it for Harvest Moon last week. Let's just get rid of that real quick. Yeah. And we'll slide it on back over. There we go. I think that is appropriate. Very good. Very good. Pikmin Pro LP, you should know this is my first time playing handheld in years, which means I might not be as good as usual. Hey, fingers crossed, dude. Goodness knows I need a handicap. All right, Pikmin, you're always in first, second, or third at worst, depending on how many people we've got going on in here. So I'll say this. Good. Tempest Moon 2, the best thing about Mario Kart is that anyone can win, so I'm sure it'll be good fun. You know, that is true. I do appreciate the slingshot mechanic that they give you. Right, you're in last place, you get more stars. You may get a bullet bill, you may get a crazy 8. Now, the point is you have to take advantage of that, yes, but Well, let's just be optimistic, all right? It's too early for me to be down on myself. And look at this. I'm going to take second in the first race. Mega Eevee already in the lobby. Look at that. Again, if you are here for the first time, which I doubt it, just going to put it out there that the lobby code, it's under tournaments, is in the description of this video, as well as JJ Cat, I believe, put it in the chat. Did they say JJ Chat? JJ Cat put it in the chat. Look at that. And that will be available to you as well. Goodness me. JJ Cat says, if you want first place, you will be against Pikmin and Eevee. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Oh, they're both in here. Jiminy Christmas. Pikmin Pro, the reason for needing to play handheld is because I didn't bring the Switch dock on vacation. Dude, you're still on vacation? Pikmin Pro's been on vacation for like 5 months now. Holy cow. Oh, you lucky dog. Goodness gracious. Now, forgive me for forgetting, but I have a terrible memory. I do believe, did you say Austria? You were vacationing in? I think that sounds familiar. If I had the wherewithal, I could pull my phone out and check Discord, because I believe that's where you put it. But, yeah, either which way, it's not super duper important. Important? Either which way. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, goodness, 2 of us picked the same place, and it didn't even... Goodness gracious. 66% chance to get it, and we didn't have it. Justine says, I wish I had Mario Kart 8. You will someday. You will someday. Just, be ready, because you'll probably beat me even then. Or, hey, you know, Mario Kart 9, or, well, I guess... So, do we count the mobile game, technically, as Mario Kart 9? Either which way, the next mainline Mario Kart game should be coming relatively soon, one would think, right? Because Mario Kart 8, I know Mario Kart 8 Deluxe released in 2017, but Mario Kart 8 proper released almost 10 years ago, 2014. Isn't that ridiculous? I mean, that's crazy. There are people watching streams on YouTube that were not even born when this game came out. Like, that's absolutely bananas. There's people probably beating me in online play that weren't even alive when the game first came out. But, I mean, the game has sold remarkably well. It is the second best-selling Nintendo game of all time, second only to Wii Sports, which I don't necessarily hold it against it, right? Because Wii Sports was bundled with every piece of Wii hardware, I think, for the entirety of the Wii's lifespan. I'm not 100% certain on that, but for the bulk of it, every time you were buying a Wii, and the Wii sold like a friggin' hotcake, you were getting Wii Sports. There are some Mario Kart bundles as well, but it's not as like ubiquitous as Wii Sports was for the Wii, Mario Kart 8 with the Wii U, or with the Nintendo Switch. But again, it did remarkably well, and I'd have to imagine, you know, giving it the fact that it's approaching 10 years, we're gonna get a Mario Kart 9, Gustine, and maybe you can join us on that at the very least. We shall see. But it's probably going to have to wait until until Mario's next console. We could say that. Mario's the man behind it, truly. Everyone thinks that, you know, Shigeru Miyamoto and the other powers that be are pulling the cables, so to speak, behind the scenes. No, it's Mario. All right, he's become sentient. He's an AI now. It's terrifying, but goodness gracious, we love him all the same. Hopefully one day it'll be on sale in the eShop or something, says Tempest Moon. That would be good. I would agree with that, especially with it being, you know, as old as it is. It would only be fair, all things considered. Of course, they've probably been hesitant to do so, largely in part to, you know, the obscene sales numbers that it's seen. But I suppose we'll see. Zachary Beachy, I'm going to do a warm-up. By all means, a warm-up is a good idea, I'd say. It doesn't help me any. Frankly, it's less of a warm-up and more of like a slow cooking process, right? I just start withering. But hey, more power to you. If it works for you, truly, that's what matters most of all. Gustine says, if Nintendo says Tour is mainline, I'll consider it mainline too. Fair enough. So, Mario Kart 9 needs to be Mario Kart Maker. That would be neat. I've often, I've thought about this a lot, actually, speaking specifically about Mario Kart 9, and I'm actually gonna make a video about it, but the video's gonna be a little ways out. Anyways, I think Mario Kart 9 is going to add like a, how do I put this? Like a slight change to what we consider normalcy in Mario Kart. Now, I don't have any like expert knowledge or inside information or anything like that. Just call it a hunch. shall we say. Nintendo's always willing to innovate, always looking to do the next best thing. And they haven't really innovated too terribly much with Mario Kart. I think the biggest like departure from what the standard is was back on the GameCube, right? When they did Double Dash. Because that's, call it a gimmick, call it what you will. That's a significant departure from what it was prior to that in Mario Kart 64 and in Super Mario Kart, right? You have 2 racers instead of 1. And I know it's not everyone's favorite Mario Kart game, but I quite enjoyed the gimmick that were the 2 people. Now, I don't think that's going to be something that makes a return, but I do think that Mario Kart 9 is going to implement something like that. I use that term loosely. Something different. Bloom! Yes, I got both of you with that. Oh, and I'm going to go off the edge. Don't help me too much. Anyways, I guess we'll see. What I hope for most of all, and I'll talk about this more in that video I was talking about, is like a true single-player mode, because that's something I think that Mario Kart games have really lacked. You know, like a franchise, like a campaign, like a story mode, something like that. I know. We'll see. We'll see. That's going to be filed into the Sunday specials, as it were. If you spent any time recently poking around on like the homepage of my channel, I have a new playlist up called Sunday Specials, and that's where like I was wrong about Super Paper Mario. That video I did a couple months back, that's in there. The Golden Sun, like should you play Golden Sun on Nintendo Switch? Of course, that still hasn't come out, but that's a whole other topic. Those types of videos. So they start rolling out this Sunday. So day after tomorrow, I have one scheduled, and I have 3 more edited in schedules for the following Sundays, and I've got like 7 other scripts written. One of the scripts I wrote is a friggin' 45-minute behemoth. Yeah, it's bananas. It's about the history of Nintendo, and it's got my own special flair of, how do we say, I don't know if I want to call it humor, but, well, my own special LP personality all over it. But yeah, it's going to be fun. Tempest Moon says, sounds like a cool topic to discuss on the next podcast. It is, actually. That is a good idea. I want to make it, feasible to do that as well as still release the video that I already have written. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to completely sabotage myself, but it is a topic that I do want to talk about on the podcast. I'm kind of waiting, though, for whenever we get concrete information on the next Mario Kart game, because then, you know, selfishly, it'll pull up on people's search results a little more. Hey, gotta play the game, right? I mean, the algorithm, goodness knows, I don't understand it, but I do know that if something happens that's in the news, people are more likely to be looking at videos of it. And I'm not going to do anything to chase trends or anything like that. I'm going to make videos about what I want to make them about. But there's a right and a wrong time to release them. I'd love to see more innovation in Mario Kart, also says Tempest Moon. Glad it's not just me. Gustine, if we have a retro throwback to Super Mario Kart, that would be fun. Like, make it Super Indy Karts. That game plays so well. I've never played Super Indy Karts, but that would be neat. Like Diddy Kong Racing or Crash Team Racing. Again, I am showing my my lack of expertise here. I'm not super duper familiar with them. I played Crash Team Racing at a couple of friends' house, but I never... Did it release on a Nintendo console? If it did, I don't think it did. And the only non-Nintendo console I've owned, I think I owned an Xbox 360 way back when. Banana! Zachary Beachy, warm-up complete. Oh, welcome in! It looks like we've got 5 total people here. I need the... Oh, my thing's gone. I was gonna say go easy on me, because that's what I need. But, lo and behold, I suppose that's out of the question now. Mega Eevee says Mario Kart DS I thought had story mode. I mean, in a way, it did. Yeah, and I mean, it's funny, Mario Kart DS is the Mario Kart game I probably spent the most amount of time on, because there was a period of time where that was the only DS game I had. Well, then that and Super Mario 64 DS, which was a great game too. Goodness gracious. Super Mario 64 is released on like 27 different platforms. It's almost as bad as Skyrim, but gosh darn it, I love them both. I love them both. It's your first race. Good luck, Zachary. All right, well, people are already off to a good start here. Oh, join me in the rear. Oh, goodness me. Not everyone has their name available. That's interesting. Oh, there's Chris. I was like, there was not a name above Chris. Chris got the creepy font. That's terrifying. Tempest Moon says CTR didn't, but both Diddy Kong Racing and CTR had a pretty good one-player story mode accompanying the multiplayer modes. Gotcha. I mean, the whole multiplayer aspect of Mario Kart has kind of been its bread and butter for so long. So it's entirely possible that Nintendo will just let that be the case, right? Because it's almost multiplayer and Mario Kart are almost synonymous with one another. Like you think of Mario Kart, you think of either A, playing online like we are now, or B, a bunch of couch monkeys with your friends sucking down Mountain Dew and Cheetos and passing back and forth the controller, which is essentially what like 90% of the sleepovers I participated in back in like the early 2000s consisted of. That being said, a guy can hope. Gosh darn it, a guy can hope. Gustine says, I predict the Shell Cup in Mario Kart 9 will have N64, Moo Moo Farm, GBA Cheap Cheap Beach, 3DS, Mario Circuit, and Wii Toad's Factory. I'll hold you to it. All right, because if you're right, that's amazing. That's my wish list for a Shell Cup. Is it a wish list or a prediction? Goodness gracious. Zachary's up here in second place. He's lying. Zach says that he just got this game. No, it's not true. He's had this game for 6 years waiting for this moment. Or maybe, I don't know, because I just passed him. Either which way, he's doing pretty well for his first race. Very impressive. Did I take second? I think I took second. Pikmin Pro is like a whole lap ahead of us. I see that wiggler. Oh, I feel like the retros in Mario Kart 9 will reuse the retros from DS, says Gustine, since they feel like they should have a second chance. Like, hot take, but I think Frappe Snowland would be a better inclusion than Sherbert Land from the GameCube in 8. Fair enough. I mean, hey, they're both loosely based upon sweets, which I can get behind. Goodness me. Pikmin Pro says, I doubt they'll do Moo Moo Farm again. We'd have Moo Moo Farm. We'd have Moo Moo in like 5 games. Goodness me. Well, we'll say this about Mario Kart. They are not afraid to do exactly that, right? To reuse tracks. Which, I guess, is, I don't know. There's two sides to that coin, right? Like, number one, it's cool because you have familiarity with it, a little bit of nostalgia, perhaps. Number two, though, on the other side, is sometimes you just want new tracks, right? Like, Jiminy Christmas. Oh. Goodness me. We will also get Super Nintendo Mario Circuit 4, since it's easily the most interesting of the unused SNES tracks. Almost everyone picked Hyrule. Good. It's my homeland. All right, I've got home field advantage. Right here. Look at how they cheer. They cheer for Link. They wave their spears, not in good faith, but ominously. Because if you place ahead of Link, they're gonna attack you. All right, I don't make the rules. All right, Princess Zelda, she put them guards out here for a reason, and it wasn't to have a good time. I got shells. Oh, Pikmin. Pikmin, that shell was coming for you, and you dodged it. Oh, goodness me. It really is a nice track, though. Something else that I've thought about with Mario Kart is how, and I know that I've seen some people have a problem with this, but is it evolving into Super Nintendo Kart? Oh, gosh, fence. Instead of Super Mario Kart. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it, obviously Link's in the game. But how many more characters from competing, I guess we'll call it, Nintendo franchises? Oh, you threw that banana right in front of me. You got some prediction. Anyways, could we see that? Maybe. Or do we want to see that? Maybe. I've seen some people, like, I looked up the topic on Reddit, actually, and there are some people expressing disdain for the possibility. But I think it'd be cool. You get, like, Kirby in here or something. Guess we'll see. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. JJ Cat, thank you again for filling in the joining code. Again, that is under tournaments. Oh, I ran into the same fence post twice in a row, and both times they screwed my noodle. Like, I very well could have been in second place right now if I had not done that. And that Keese took one for you, Mega Eevee. You better send them a Christmas card. I had a red shell coming for you, and that Keese dived in front of it like, save him! Goodness me, Mega Eevee making friends with the local fauna. Oh, it's practically unheard of. I feel like I'm like just barely a couple decent moves here away from actually maybe even being in first place. I'm surprised that I'm up here with these. I don't understand. Everything crapped out on me. I don't even have the page up anymore. Let me just go back in there. Are we even still streaming? Are we streaming? Are we live here? Okay. Yep. Okay, I think we're back. Holy cow. Well, I'm gonna lose this race. I'm just gonna kind of lose it on purpose real quick so that I can like check in with the people and make sure everything's taken care of. Wow. Okay, so JJ's on top of it. Stream crash. Yep, this definitely. Yep. Okay. Goodness gracious. Well, sorry about that, folks. I have no idea what happened. My PC just shut off. Like, that was it. Not the internet, not like the PC. Just... Which is slightly concerning. Okay, number one, you don't want your PC doing anything unsavory, especially while you're using it. Number two, you don't want it doing anything unsavory that you cannot explain. It didn't even give me an error code or anything. It just went out. And it's not like my power elsewhere went out. All right, we're just gonna ignore it. We're just gonna ignore it, and we're gonna continue the stream like it never even happened, because apparently it's functioning okay everywhere else. And yes, JJ Cat, oh well, no I don't. Everything shut down. Goodness gracious. JJ Cat asks if I have Twitch up. After I lose this race, which is in fact coming soon to a theater near you, I will be sure to pop that back up, because I do believe I have the multicast, the restream set up so that it's functioning both on YouTube and Twitch. But we'll have to cross that bridge here in a second. Once I have, I don't have enough hands. I have 2 hands, which is, the correct amount of hands to lose a Mario Kart race. I need to work on growing a 3rd hand so I can do other things while I'm losing Mario Kart. Wouldn't that be sweet? I could be like taking sips of coffee, doing my taxes, writing my memoirs. Stuff like that. Be great. Think of how efficient I'd be with a 3rd hand right out of my chest. Serena might not like it. In fact, she might sell me off to the circus, but still. Am I gonna salvage 3rd out of this? Or more. Mega Eevee, don't look behind you. Oh, it's fine. You did it. Oh, wait. Oh, gotta cross the finish line. Jiminy Christmas. Okay, so that is up. Let's go to Twitch and make sure Twitch is functioning properly as well. It looks like it is. Okay, it is indeed. Cool. So there are things that I missed in Twitch, and I am so sorry for the people over here. Goodness me. Funky Kong 2008. Hi, JJ Lightweight putting in the chat the code. Thank you. And Steffi Williams. Hey, what's up? What's up yourself? I don't know if either of you are still here, but thanks for stopping by. And then Hoodle Lad, trying to advertise, it would seem. Funky Kong and Fall Guy 4736 both followed. Thank you both. All right, let me pop both of those out so that I can keep an eye on those. That was heinous. Goodness gracious, I am not ready to suffer like that. Losing the stream, having it shut down, really threw me off my game here. Oh, Funky Kong 2024 on YouTube now. Look at this, cross-platforming. I'm not really ready for a new Mario Kart just yet. Interesting. Why is that? When will you be ready? What would cause you to be ready? Would it be... I was gonna say more DLC, but at this point, how much more DLC can they put in here? The whole thing's like chock full of it. They've been giving this game DLC for the last 10 years. Gustine says, I checked. Mario Kart 8's not on sale. Pain. Yeah, I don't know when, if ever, it will be on sale. But hopefully. Mark my words, it's going to go on sale like the week before Mario Kart 9 is announced. They're not going to do it until then because they don't want to, to lose out on money. And what's more, they don't want to announce Mario Kart 9 until it's like pretty much ready. Because once that happens, people are going to stop by Mario Kart 8. I think that's the same reason why we haven't heard anything about like the Switch's successor. I wanted to say the Switch 2. Oh gosh, TM2? TM2, what is that, strength? How dare you? Or is that HM2? Either which way. I don't think we've heard anything about Nintendo's next console because Switch sales are remarkably still doing pretty solid, and they're gonna ride that train till the wheels fall off. All right, especially after the debacle that was the Wii U. Nintendo did very well with the Nintendo Switch, and I hope to goodness gracious that they continue to channel that. Where did that come from? The green shells roaming down the backside of the friggin' highway like some sort of tortoise. I hope to goodness gracious that Nintendo follows up the success of the Wii with success in their next console. I mean, I'm going to buy it regardless, right? And I'm going to love it regardless because that's just... I mean, I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I'll just be completely honest with you. I'm not above being objective. You know, I can call a spade when something sucks. I'll let you know. But my definition of suck is probably a little bit looser than other people's, especially when it comes to Nintendo. All right? Goodness gracious, I just absolutely love it. And I do love also being in second. Look at this. Everyone's taking it easy on me because they felt bad that the stream died. Goodness gracious, I appreciate you. It's very kind and charitable of you to massage my ego in such a way, but I assure you, it's wholly unnecessary. Well, goodness me, who is in first? Is it TM2? They are way in first. Goodness me. Oh, we're catching up ever so slightly. Ooh, Mega Eevee, you got greedy. Oh, yes! No! Gosh! Giblets! Gosh, giblets. Don't you do it. I'll take second, though. I'll take second. Poor TM2 had first locked down, and then things kind of fell apart for them into fifth at the last instant. That's really too bad. Goodness gracious. Oh, it's Tempest Moon 2. There we go. I should have put that together. Gonna try and jump in for a couple races. You did indeed, and you almost won. Dude, you almost won. Gustine. Pikmin Pro at Gustine. DS and SNES have less tracks, I believe. Goodness me. Yeah, Funky Kong 2024. If Toad Factory gets in either way, I'll get it. That makes sense. I can appreciate that. Gustine, Nintendo always alternates between successful and flopping home consoles, starting in the N64 era. I mean, technically true, yeah, in terms of sales, which is too bad as well, specifically referencing the GameCube, which you bring up in your next comment there, because I loved the GameCube. Like, N64 and GameCube are almost like on equal grounds for me. And a lot of my favorite games are on the GameCube. Super Mario Sunshine, Wind Waker, like, yeah. Funky Kong 2024, the Virtual Boy wasn't a good console for the eyes. Yeah, no, that's true. The Virtual Boy did awfully. Technically, the Wii U is considered like the worst-selling Nintendo console with like 14 million copies sold. But I don't think that the sources I looked up that said that were completely accounting for the Wii U. Or not the Wii U, excuse me, the Virtual Boy. Because the Virtual Boy didn't even last a full year on shelves. Or maybe just over a full year. It was released in 1995 and discontinued in 1996. And there was a host of problems it had. Like it was making people sick and stuff. Funnily enough, Serena and I, my wife, if you're not familiar, went to a game store a few days ago. We did it actually on New Year's Day, and I have a vlog coming up about that. We went to a game store, and they were selling a Virtual Boy. I was very tempted. Not that I'd like to play it, but that would just be a cool little piece of like Nintendo history to have. Because obviously, you know, when you only produce something for a year, there's not very many of them, and given that fact, you'd expect it to be extremely like expensive, even if it's not considered like a great piece of hardware. It's still, you know, a great piece of history, as I mentioned, and a limited one at that. But it was only like $150, which still expensive on it. More, I mean, it was out of my budget. I didn't buy it, but not as bad as I may have guessed. The only thing we ended up purchasing that day was Super Mario Odyssey. Finally purchasing it here, 7 years into its lifespan. Nearly. It came out in 2017. Yes, it came out 3 years in the future. I don't recall what month it came out, so not exactly 7 years, but pretty close to it. Pikmin, how dare you? I was doing so well. Goodness me. Pretty sure Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is on sale, says Pikmin Pro. Ooh, wait. Could it be a regional thing? Perhaps? Fascinating. I mean, if it is on sale, that's excellent, and people should take advantage of that. I, admittedly, fail to take advantage of sales. I fail to research them as much as I should. Goodness knows I would save a lot of money if I just, timed things up, because there's often times where I buy games and accessories and stuff that I don't intend to use like right away. But if I'm going to do that, I should probably try and make that coincide with a sale. Yeah, it's economics 101. Goodness gracious, LP. You work in business, you'd think I'd be capable of thinking about these things. Can we not take fifth? Chris, I'm sorry. Oh, did I get? I think I did. I think I barely did. Barely. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and the Booster Course Pass are on sale on Pikmin Pro Switch. Interesting. Very good. You're on the Harvest Moon layout. God, what? That all reset? Thank you, Tempest Moon. That's crazy. So the PC had a PC problem very significantly. And it remembered everything that it was at prior to starting streaming. That's really strange. I appreciate that. I'm sorry for everyone who had to watch that race go on all funkily. Goodness me. Funky Kong 2008, Mario Kart 8 is 10 years old, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is 6 years old. That is completely fair. That is absolutely true, and that is on Twitch. We got Funky Kong in multiple places. Love to see it. And let's move some things around so that I can see that all the time. I think that would make some sense. There we go. Yes, JJ, thank you. Small error did happen. By small error, she means massive error. Small, massive, really. It's all in the eyes of the beholder, isn't it? That's reverse. That's not the button we need to press. Kenny? Who is Kenny? Who will kill Kenny? Presumably someone, as is canon in South Park lore. I would know. I'm from Colorado. All right. One thing, and for those of you who aren't familiar, if you follow the vlog, you are familiar, I am moving back to Colorado, Serena and I. We currently live in Florida. We've lived in Florida for like a year and a half. All our family and stuff is in Colorado, and we're going back, long story short. Anyways, one of the things I am very excited about in Colorado is the return of Casa Bonita. It was purchased by Matt and Trey, the creators of South Park. If you've watched South Park, you know that they're based in Colorado. Matt and Trey are from Colorado. A lot of the episodes, a lot of the themes, a lot of the establishments, cities, and otherwise monuments in South Park are actual Colorado things. And one of them that has been featured a couple of times is a restaurant called Casa Bonita. Ordinarily known for its cliff divers, its monkey soup people, and its disgusting food, they have taken it over. They've hired some noteworthy chef. I think it's a woman. I forget her name. And apparently, it's drawing rave reviews. It just recently opened up after all the changes that they made. I'm very excited to go and check it out. They have I think right now it's currently on an invite basis. You had to sign up for this email thing, and they would send you an email when your number, so to speak, was called, and then you were allowed to make a reservation and go eat there. Serena had the wherewithal to get on that list, so we'll be able to go there, and I think we have the ability to take 2 people. We'll probably take her parents or something. We can take some small amount of people. It's very exciting. Very exciting. 1, just because, I'm a South Park fan. 2, because, Casa Bonita, while I did kind of lambast their culinary prowess, has always been a nostalgic sort of place. Very fun. I had a lot of good childhood memories there, and it'd be cool to see what they've done. Boom. Zach Rubici had to eat. Delicious. Boom. 2017, March 3rd, for the specific date, I believe, of Mario Odyssey, says Funky Kong. Thank you. Unless you're playing N64 Toads, a Turnpike, then it's cool. Gustine likes the Toads Turnpike. It doesn't say it's on sale. Interesting. I think it might be a location thing, because Pikmin Pro is in Europe, and perhaps it is. Tempest Moon Toon, I tell you, I used to stream during lockdown, and the tech issues I experienced aren't something I miss at all. Thankfully, so I'm relatively new into the whole streaming thing. I just started it in September, with any level of consistency. I think that was our first actual significant problem. Knock on wood. So hopefully it doesn't happen again. But But hey, I mean, we can champion that much. Pikmin Pro, dang, that's weird. Must be regional then. Yeah, it probably is. Tempest Moon, I haven't watched South Park in years. Watching as a kid in the 90s was interesting. My mother just assumed it was for kids because it was a cartoon. How wrong was she? Yeah, no, that's true. I was not allowed to watch it. My parents were aware. My dad actually watched it, which is how they knew that I could not watch it. But I, being the devious little spawn that I was, well, I could not be denied. All right, similar like with Adult Swim on Cartoon Network, stuff like that. Like some of those things I feel like have completely influenced my, not my personality perhaps, but my sense of humor. I take a lot of inspiration from the stuff I watched on TV, not even just like the cartoons, but like the Jim Carreys and Austin Powers, the stuff I shouldn't have been watching, per se. Oh, but it worked out. Oh, Zachary Beachy's back. Oh, goodness me. Did you know that South Park games go on sale every once in a while? I would like to play them. I understand, is it the Stick of Truth? It might be. Or the Fractured But Whole. One of them actually drew heavy inspiration from Paper Mario games, allegedly. It was specifically just like turn-based RPGs. So I think that would be really interesting to check out. I can't believe I've never played one. I've heard good things. And if they go on sale, hey, maybe I should. All right, so hey, look at this. I'm gonna take my own advice. I'm gonna look for the sales, and even if I don't have a plan of playing it like immediately, I'm gonna get it when it's on sale, because that would just make sense. Yeah. Oh, look at us learning things. Lo and behold, it's possible. Goodness me, I still cannot learn for the life of me the layout of this freaking place. Just gonna chuck some red shells out everywhere. Hope that's all right. Yeah, one behind. Holy cow, someone's flying over me. Oh, don't piranha plant me, thank you. It almost did. That big vegetation. Whoa. I got my own vegetation here with the fire. Man, there's so many twists and turns. Eventually I'll learn these stages. Eventually. Donkey Kong 2024, there's a New Year sale, ends in 8 days. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury is $53.30, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the same price too, in Australia. Interesting. The US is not getting the good sales, it would seem. What the heck, dude? The US is not getting these sales. That's a good deal for 3D World and Fury, though. I'm too lazy to get the South Park game, says Mega Evie. Hey, at least you're honest. I'll take that. The Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, is that always packaged together? I feel like that's how the game is sold, too. I watched a Let's Play of Super Mario 3D World, actually, a couple years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. It was a group Let's Play, a 4-player Let's Play, and that looked pretty fun. I think that Serena and I'd have a lot of fun with that. Because similarly, you know, we did the Super Mario Wonder co-op thing, and maybe we could... we'll table that for now. I was about to commit and say maybe we could do that this year, but well, there's a lot of games already on the playlist this year. But we'll add it probably to the 2 playlists and see when we get to it. Which, of course, remind me, for anyone in the Discord server, please remind me. I want to upload onto the Discord server specifically the 2 Let's Play lists. Like I want to show you guys what is to come potentially, and then kind of garner a little bit of, we'll say, opinions on it. I talked about that on the member and Patreon video this last month, like specifically what games will be coming up the quickest. But in terms of like long term, over the course of the next year or so, I'd like to get that in front of the people. Stick of Truth is $8 on sale? Holy cow. Holy cow. Well, that's yeah, he's right inside my price range, I think. Is that a download or is that physical? I mean, probably download, right? Like, I don't think they advertise sales for physical on the eShop. I am a stickler, perhaps, or a little bit biased towards physical media, specifically for games. I mean, we do have a whole bookshelf full of, like, old movies and stuff, like VHSs. Tons of Disney, tons of cartoons in general. Serena and I scour the pawn shops, and there's a local bookstore as well called the Book Rescuers that stocks used movies that we like to pick through, just because, I don't know, we're weird like that. I think the only South Park game I played was the one on N64. Oh, the original. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with that one either. The RPGs are supposed to be good, though. Yeah, like I said, influenced apparently by games like Earthbound or by Paper Mario. I can definitely appreciate that because I quite enjoy them both. Same games on sale for... Why? Everywhere outside the U.S. got the sales. This is rude. This is rude. I'm in America, and I'm poor, man. You gotta give me the sales. Goodness gracious. Imagine if Super Mario Odyssey gets a sequel on the Nintendo Switch 2 or whatever it's called. It says Funky Kong 2024. Yeah, I think that is... I don't know if I want to say likely, but I think that's a really, strong possibility. If not Mario Odyssey, a sequel of it, I think that another 3D Mario... Excuse me. Getting congested here. I think another 3D Mario is very much in the cards. It has to, right? A Mario game or a Zelda game almost always coincides with the launch of a Nintendo console, and for good reason, too. They're two of the most powerful and popular IPs. So I think that Nintendo would want to do that, and I think they would be smart to do that. Pikmin Pro says, IDK, maybe they aren't on sale for you guys yet. You guys haven't checked yet. I see, and it is a digital-only sale, says Mega Eevee. Okay, well, I mean, maybe. Chucky. Goodness gracious, how terrifying. Did Kenny become Chucky? I love it, how people can get so creative with their, I got me. I got a mustache. All right, I mean, that's creativity. At least that's the most creativity I got. Zachary Beachy says, I'm having trouble joining for some reason. It happens. I don't know why that happens, but every week it freaks out for someone, at least one person. Just give it a few more attempts, and eventually it will be like, oh yeah, you can come in. Another thing it might do is it might let you in, and then you're racing alone. So look out for that too. If that happens, then just leave and join back again. But we will lose to you here soon. I will. I'll speak to myself. Funky Kong says that Tears of the Kingdom was a great idea to release in May. I agree with that. I mean, it sold very well, and goodness gracious, I think it's a great friggin' game. I mean, I have 240 episodes already recorded for the Let's Play, and if anyone's watching that Let's Play, spoiler alert, it is not making it to 300 episodes. I believe 251 will be the number of episodes it ends up being. I haven't recorded all of them. Like I said, I've only recorded 240 of them. Recorded through Sunday, I think, Sunday or Monday. But I took a second to outline the things I wanted to accomplish, and the way it looks, it'll take maybe 10-ish more episodes. Definitely not, another 60. Goodness gracious, it's too bad. Such a great adventure. Drawing to a close, I can't believe it. After so long. Don't you put me in the chasm, you swine! How dare you, Mega Eevee? That was very rude. Funky Kong says, I have 26 Nintendo Switch games physical. That's a lot, dude. That's a lot. You should lay them side by side and take a nap on them, like Scrooge McDuck. Or don't, because that might break them. Who's to say? Do you? For the South Park games, digitally only on sale. Gotcha, Mega Eevee. And Zachary Beachy says that's what I'm doing. So, well, fingers crossed for you that it works out sooner rather than later. It is quite annoying that it does that at all, and I wish I could fix it. Either which way, I'm sorry that you have to experience it. It's no fun. Goodness me. Hey, speaking of fun, you know what's fun? Being in third place. What the heck? I was just in second. Gosh darn it, Tempest Moon! You stole my thunder. I've got a red shell, and hopefully it sees you well right before the finish. Oh gosh, well, it's worse than fourth. How about that? Goodness gracious. Oi, oi, oi. It's fine. I got 33 points. Link doesn't seem too terribly pleased with that, but hey, it's better than 0. Right? Golly gee williker, or it could be worse. It could be significantly worse. Good game indeed, Mega Eevee. Holy cow. I need to blow my nose real soon. Wow. I don't know why I'm so congested. It's wild. Ooh. Gotta go cook, says Mega Eevee. Hey, well, thank you. It can allow us the ability to place a little bit higher. Tempest Moon Toot says, all right, I gotta call it. I'm off to sleep. Have a good rest of the stream, dude. Speak soon. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Thanks for beating us. I appreciate it. Always fun to lose to new people. Oh, sleep well. Funky Kong says, Luigi Mansion 1 needs to return because it was on the 3DS. Some people don't have GameCubes. Yeah. I think, well, didn't it? No, that's Luigi's Mansion 2. I would say, didn't it get announced that they were making a remake for it? But no, that is Luigi's Mansion 2. That's Dark Moon. That's true. That is true. Luigi's Mansion is actually one of Serena's favorite franchise. I will get a game physical unless I spot a really good sale in the eShop, says Pikmin Pro, or if a game is so important to me, I want to play it as soon as the clock strikes midnight. Yeah, that's a good point. Tiffany! Tiffany's going to be the next person that beats us. Great. Again, always fun to lose with the Verse crew. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love it? Pikmin Pro, but often when I do that, I will regret it later, so I'll stop doing it now. Do you regret it because you wish that you had the like the physical copy? It's tough, man. It really is, because I completely understand where you're coming from, where it's midnight, you know, you want to play it immediately, but then you don't want to have to buy it twice so that you get the hardware part itself. Sometimes, and I know this is not always like feasible, but sometimes like game shops and stuff do the midnight release thing. But then you gotta go like wait outside, and then sometimes they get rid of the pre-order bonus, and sometimes Jerry in front of you in line smells like a bunch of pickled friggin' onions. But hey, you know, you get the physical copy, and that's cool too. So I've done the midnight release thing a handful of times, and it's usually never been worth it, honestly. Especially now. Now that I'm old, it's like, all right, I'll get it tomorrow in the morning. Oh, and by and large, it works out. Where are you at, Pikmin? There you are. I was saving that shell for you. Did you find you well? I hope so, my friend. I hope so indeed. I've got more. Goodness gracious, Tiffany's like 6 miles ahead of us. What kind of chickamungus is this? Oh, okay, it's not the last lap, but I don't know that anyone's catching her. Oh, of course not. Not when we're jumping in there. Stream is going dead. The stream go dead? Why the stream go dead? Mega Eevee says the stream is struggling. It's just not the night, it would seem. Never mind, it's fixed. Well, I'm glad it was quick. Whatever the problem was. Thankfully, it doesn't show any dropped frames on my part, so that means that the VOD will be intact. I mean, mostly intact. Of course, the one big flubber bubber that happened, you know, half an hour ago is unfortunately going to very much be reflected in the VOD. I just hope that it doesn't split the VOD into 2, because that would be really lame. We'll see. It'll split it in 2 definitely on Switch, but on YouTube, fingers crossed that it's the same one. Don't you do it, Pikmin. You got a gold shroom, I got a gold shroom. Golly gee, gold shroominess. Shroom-a-la-boomadong. I thought I had the second place. Yes. The Wiggler is right pleased with himself, wiggling with glee. It would seem. Positively sickening. All right, where are we going to go here? Let's go to Merry Mountain. Tiffany says, go easy. You'll go easy on me. You go easy on me. Not fair. You cheated. You took the Hogwarts Express all the way to the front. I'm on to you. Oh, man. Either which way, at the very least, I know that I'm going to struggle. So nothing that happens is a surprise, right? So that's, I guess that's comforting in some sort of sick way. At least marginally. Perhaps slightly. Oh, ready for some dirt? How about that? Look at this. Tiffany's got a helmet. Tiffany adheres to safety regulations. Tiffany cares about her cranium. Wiggler and Link say, screw off. We've got 17 fractions at our skull. Fractures, not fractions, but maybe we've got those too. We did take a math class. And we don't care. All right? Link and the Wiggler. They've got soft heads. Oh, but no, seriously, people. Wear a helmet. All right, it's only good for you. When I was 8 years old, I knocked out my front tooth. Not like the baby tooth, but the actual tooth. Yes, this one is fake because, thankfully, I was wearing a helmet. Otherwise, it would have been a lot worse. I was riding a scooter, and we had built, neighborhood kids and I, we had built a makeshift ramp out of, like, plywood and bricks. We fancied ourselves a couple of regular Tony Hawks, but it didn't work out quite that way in the end. While the ramp did last for a good while, it eventually had a hole get punched into it. I don't even remember how. It'd be like wear and tear or something like that. And on my very next session, I suppose, or approach, I hit the ramp, my scooter front tire stuck into that hole, and I had built up a heck ton of momentum at that point, and the scooter stayed behind. The momentum carried me, my little 8-year-old body, all the way across the way until my poor little childish face was skipping off the concrete. And that's how I lost my tooth. Yes, so wear a helmet, because if I wasn't, I probably could have got a concussion or something worse. Oh, better to lose a tooth than, like, consciousness, I guess, or some brain function. Goodness gracious. Do you think Sigma Busters is a good name for a platforming fighter game? Asks Justine. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. In my opinion, I think that names don't make the game, but the game makes the name. If that makes sense. I don't know. I may just be getting a little bit too romantic here. But I think that naming conventions are, how do I say this? Not overrated. It's a good name. Okay, we'll go with that. As long as your game is fun, then you can call it Skittle-Ma-Diddle-Niddle. And it's going to be a great name. All right, and people will have fun saying it. That's what I'm considering for my game. Cool. Wiggler has an exoskeleton, says Mega Eevee. Yes, that yellow exterior looks soft, but lo and behold, it's got the strength of steel. Gustine says, I suck at names. Don't worry, man. Me too. I have such a hard time, like, titling my streams and my Let's Play episodes and anything else. Half the time, I just like, this, go, and whatever. So, more power to you if you have the ability to, go through some trials and tribulations and find some semblance of improvement there. Funky Kong, because with physical Switch games, you can sell them, but with digital, you cannot. That's a good point. Funky Kong on Twitch, talking about the Switch. That is true. When you buy it digital, it's yours, and that's it. There we go. But with physical, you can, in fact, resell it. We have another change. It's the same person, and they're going to kick our butts again, but still, it's a change all the same. All right, we bring some more brunette power. I don't know, that's more like an auburn, I suppose. Or like a Neapolitan ice cream here. Oh, what's up, baby? My little kitten has come to say hi, which is not always the case while I'm streaming. It's funny, my kitten, Luna, whenever I record like a Let's Play or anything, she is always, always, always sleeping around me. I don't know why she finds like the sounds of my pain and suffering and squeals of glee comforting, but apparently she does. It started ever once we first adopted her back in July, back when I did not have the capability to actually record at my desk. I had to record in my closet because I was using like a $20 microphone, and that was the only way that I could have any level of like noise cancellation and dampening because of all the clothes. Anyways, she would come into the closet with me, and she would like sleep right in front of the screen. It was adorable. And now that that's no longer the case, she sleeps in a chair besides me half the time when I'm recording here at the desk. Truly, she's an insane little kitty, and I love her for it. Glenn is the name of the next competitor. Well, competitor is probably not the best way to put it. Of the next victor at this point in time. Take your red shell. I saw you holding that red shell. That's illegal. You can't be having it. At least around these parts. I missed that mush. How does one miss a mush? Can we not miss a mush here, please? Missing a mush here would be very terrible. Okay, well, we didn't miss a mush, but we did miss the item blocks, which is arguably terrible in its own right. Because this boomerang, I don't have the arm strength All right, ooh. Maybe I did. That thing took off. Where did that go? Well, get rid of that banana. At the same spot. I destroyed the red shell here last time. I'll destroy the banana. Did we hit this one too? Oh, we barely hit it. Get Glenn with the fire somehow. Maybe not. Okay. It's fine. Get a block. Let's get a. Let's. Oh God. Almost fallen into the abyss. Can we? Yes, we can drop into the chasm. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure that was possible. We could do that. We can indeed. Good. I mostly regret not getting physical, so I can't stare at the game with pride, says Pikmin Pro. Yeah, no, there is something to be said about, like, cherishing, appreciating the physical copy. All right, I'm going to hop out and then back in just to see if that helps anything, because apparently multiple people are having issues. So if I'm out and then I'm in, we'll see what that does. Glenn and Pikmin Pro might have to do the same thing if this, like, fixes it in some capacity, or if this puts me elsewhere. But we will see. I think it put me alone. Yeah, it put me alone. Yeah, look at that. We've got like 3 different lobbies going on right now. Unfortunately, Zach, I can't like reset the tournament. It just always is on. I have it's set up in a way so that it always runs every Friday. Even if I'm not streaming, like you could come and hop into this tournament on a Friday if you felt like it. Because I don't know, that's just how it is. Funky Kong on Twitch says that let's say that I want to put Kirby in the Forgotten Land, I can put it on Facebook Marketplace, and if I don't, I can't keep it forever. But if you lose your user password, you won't be able to play your digital Nintendo Switch games. Absolutely right. You will lose access to games that you've purchased if you just lose that password. That's pretty scary. It is. Mega Eevee says Neapolitan ice cream is meh at best. I don't like it much. I mean that's fair, because I don't necessarily love it either. But what if you like look at it as just a scoop of 3 different ice creams? You got a scoop of chocolate, a scoop of vanilla, and a scoop of strawberry. I mean, that's kind of appealing. Zachary Beachy is in now. We've got LP Pikmin Pro, Zachary, and Slappy. Looks like we fixed the problem for now in some capacity. Perhaps. As we'll see here in short order. Eventually. Jiminy Christmas. Now, the only thing that I am, how do we put this? Not concerned with. Ready to change, perhaps, might be the way to put it. I have yet to win. I don't know that I win every stream, but I feel like at least once per stream, right? If we're playing for, 90, 120 minutes, you should win. Should win at least once. Jiminy Christmas, especially when we're not playing with a full lobby. Cheech-a-mungus. Hey, Zachary, let's go, Link Squad. All right, this helps. Get some short, don't you bomb me, Pikmin. Goodness gracious. Oh, I love Royal Raceway. Best song in the game. It is a great one. It definitely is. Great taste, Gustine. Great taste indeed. Ooh, that's helpful. Truly, nothing chases down a mushroom like a nice old-fashioned Koopa shell in the morning. Am I right, or am I right? Really? And yeah, it's better to rub around in the grass, too, because that helps me make up any ground. Gee, Chummungus, man. Don't do it! Oh, gosh, Pikmin. You almost blew me up, man. Goodness gracious, I had to run into the wall. That was terrifying. Gustine, do you play Smash? I'd be happy to see you stream Smash. I do, actually. I don't think I've ever streamed it, but that would be fun. I have never even thought of that, to be honest with you. We'll put that on the stream list for certain, because that's another one I think that we can like run a tournament through, right? You can. Admittedly, I haven't played a whole lot of Smash Ultimate online, so I'm not wholly familiar with the capabilities there, but that would be a possibility. What the heck, Slappy? That didn't make me very happy. See if I can get this Bob-omb up there. Yeah, the Bob-omb's gonna get, no, the Bob-omb's gonna blow up the friggin' cherry blossom. Great! Mega Eevee says, I'd like to see LP do a stream of Jackbox. That would be a crazy stream. It would. It would. I have mentioned it before, I think, but we own a great many of the Jackbox games, and that would be a lot of fun. That is definitely... it needs to be done in a way that makes sense, which is kind of a loose, kind of ambiguous statement. But I know that several of the games on a lot of the Jackbox platforms do support, like, open audiences, too, which would be cool because, like, everyone that comes in could watch and participate in specific parts of the stream. So that would be really cool. Of course, it does, like, limit the actual players to, what, like 6 to 10, depending on the game. But still, a great idea. Ball! Watch your Super Mario RPG LP. I like your style, man. Hey! Well, welcome into the stream. Thanks for stopping by. And thanks for the kind words. I appreciate that. I had a lot of fun with that game. I really did. I looked forward to it with such vigorous anticipation. And I'm so glad that it was everything that I expected and everything that I'd hoped for. Funky Kong 2008 on Twitch says, my first game on Switch was Minecraft, a perfect Nintendo Switch game to start with. Hey, my little brother actually plays a ton of Minecraft on Nintendo Switch. So you're not wrong. Speaking of Minecraft, or, I mean, I guess, I don't know, it's not really like Minecraft, but it's somewhat like Minecraft adjacent, and please don't burn me at the stake if this is sacrilege, but Fortnite Lego. Has anyone checked that out? I played it for like 15 minutes when it first released, and it's actually pretty interesting. It's not Fortnite at all. It's its own game entirely, just like under the Fortnite umbrella. But if anyone who has played that game as well as played Minecraft, I'd be very, very interested to hear your opinion, what you think. Anyhow, I used to love Smash, have Smash this Pikmin Pro, but I lost my old Nintendo account, so I no longer have it. Well, there we go. There we go. There's a case study in what happens if you lose your password and you bought digital games. That stinks. Man, that is really too bad. Zachary Beachy says, play some Smash, and I'm good. Oh, man. Mega Evie says, I'm okay at Smash. See, I consider myself probably okay at Smash too, but I don't know how much that's worth because prior to playing with you lot, I would have considered myself okay at Mario Kart. Lo and behold, I'm bad. Oh man, can you believe it? It would seem that I have an entirely inaccurate opinion of some of my gaming capabilities. But hey, it's fine because at least I have fun. That's all that really matters. My main is Pikachu, says Zachary Beachy. Nice. And Pikmin Pro's main is King Dedede, and Mega Evie says I main 4 different characters. I'll give you guys one guess as to who I main, and we'll open it up. I main one particular character, and then there's like a handful of other ones that are, we'll call them like secondaries. We'll see if anyone has any ideas who any of those characters could be. Bonus points if you guess the main right on the nose. And speaking of mains, too, Mega Evie, what are the 4 for you? Is one Pokemon, perhaps? I feel like it'd be on brand if it was Pokemon. Pikmin Pro is all over it! Link is correct. It is indeed Link. That is the one. Ever since Super Smash Bros. In 64. I mean, I've just been a huge Zelda fan since I came into this world, apparently. But obviously, Super Smash Bros. 64 was the first Smash game I played, and having Link on there was boom shakalaka. Ball, that Marth is one of the secondary ones. Very good. Are we noticing a trend here between Link and Marth? Is there some level of similarity? What do they share in common? Yes, it's true! Neither of them like haircuts. No, they both use swords. Oh, the swordsman, I don't know, some people have called the use of the swordsman's like cheap. But man, they're in the game. Gosh darn it. It's not my fault they've got slightly longer reach. You know what I'm saying? Smash on Wii is the best Smash, says Mega Evie. Interesting. Now that's a hot take. I think that Smash Melee is the best Smash. I mean, I mentioned that my first Smash game was 64. It's the one I kind of grew up with, but I played the most of Melee. And I think that my nostalgic bias there is an influence. Zachary Beachy, Link, right on it, dude. Right on it. You people know me. Imagine that. Am I that predictable? Apparently. Oh, let's go to the highway. Let us go to the highway. Gustine says, of course. Yeah, I mean, I'm nothing if not completely open. Oh, is that Cartman? That is Cartman. That is wild. That is awesome. I love that. Ball says, I main Marth on Melee. It's been a while. It's been a while. Gustine, my main character in Sigma Busters, is based off of Fox, movement-wise. That makes sense. Fox is a fun one. I wouldn't say that he's like even a secondary main of mine, but if we ever like play random characters and I get Fox, there are worse. There are worse. I like it. I like how Fox controls in Melee. It's heavy, but fast. A nice contrast. Absolutely true. A Lucas main in Ultimate. Give me that mother franchise tie-in. Love to see it. Pikmin Pro, for some reason, I really like silly characters, so DDD, King K. Rool, Duck Hunt Duo, and Piranha Plant speak to me. I love it. I can appreciate that too, though. I mean, I'm a silly character, so it's no wonder. However, I think it's now law that anytime you play Piranha Plant, you have to sing Piranha Plants on Parade. Yeah, I think that was recently passed in every country. I don't make the rules, but just something to keep in mind. Might need to buy Super Smash Bros. Ultimate again someday. I mean, it's true. Although I know we were talking about the next Mario Kart game, right, with Mario Kart 8 being relatively long in the tooth. Smash Ultimate is also pretty long in the tooth. At least compared to the gaps between other Smash games, it's like right on there for its next installation. So if there is a new Nintendo console to be announced or maybe even released later this year, I think that the next Smash game would probably be a relatively early addition to its library. Something to keep in mind. Because goodness gracious, the minute that Nintendo console comes out, whatever it is, I'm getting it. I know we talked about midnight releases and stuff. I'm going there the midnight before. All right, I'm setting up camp. I'm going to bring a grill. I'm going to bring a bed. I'm going to live in front of the store because I gotta have it, man. We'll see. Honestly, I'm joking, but I am so excited for whatever it is. I really am. Whether or not that means that there's going to be a Smash game and as a launch or a launch title, whatever. Like, whatever the launch titles are, I'll just be right excited for it. Funky Kong says my favorite Smash is Ultimate. Can't blame you. I like Ultimate for the wide array of characters that it has. I know that some people don't like it. In fact, I've seen some people say that something they hope in the next Smash game is like a restricted character count, which is kind of crazy to me because I can't imagine why having a huge amount of characters is a bad thing, right? Affording that many choices can only be good, can't it? I don't know, apparently not. But I completely see why someone would specifically like that over the others. Oh God, almost got smashed-dashed there. Let's do it like this. We'll get into second. I know we were talking about getting into first. Can we throw a green shell at our own friggin' behind? Yes, we can. Sam, I am. Diddly dungus. Ugh. My main in Smash 4 was Mega Man. Oh, Mega Man. Oh, Mega Man. I haven't played a Mega Man game in so long. Now I'm getting nostalgic. Holy cow. Thanks, Gustine. We need Piranha Plants on Parade in Smash Ultimate. We need that song everywhere. Now it's stuck in my head. Thanks for that again. Gustine, my main in Brawl was Kirby. Can't blame you. Kirby's a great main. A lot of my friends main Kirby. Mega Eevee says, I like Ike, or I main Ike, Z-Suit, Samus, Byleth, and Chrom. And sometimes Sephiroth, Pyrrha, and Mithra. You like the, how do I put this? The flavor characters. There's no basic characters for Eevee. No basic like Link, huh? Who mains Link? Zachary Beachy, I don't think that there will be a new Smash. Oh, really? You don't? What do you think will happen there? Because there's definitely money to be made. Do you think they'll morph that franchise into something new? An interesting statement, Zachary. I'd love to hear more. Pikmin Pro LP, I'd love to go into a voice chat during a Smash stream and sing Piranha Plants on Parade for you. Just don't expect it to be good. I haven't sang since my primary school musical. Well, there we go. There we go. I'll hold you to it, buddy. I will indeed. Funky Kong is Funky Kong. Look at this. How perfectly on brand. I mean, I guess I don't know why I would have expected anything otherwise, but I don't know. Sometimes you find someone who's like Mario 678, and they come in and then they're like, boom, Bowser. He's like, well, I get it. Bowser is all part of the same IP, but he'd be like the opposite of Funky Kong. Oh man, JJ Lightweight, nice. Dang, Wi-Fi still taking a poop. Wi-Fi needs to not poop. All right, the Wi-Fi situation requires no further defecation. All right, the situation needs to find some level of manipulation that is brings elation. There we go. Ha! Pulled that one out somehow, some way. But no, seriously, no poopy Wi-Fi. That's no bueno. I know all about poopy ISP problems though. My ISP Spectrum, my internet service provider, I suspect has been throttling my internet over the last 2 days. Apparently there's this thing that ISPs can do called selective throttling, where they identify what specific types of content you're using or using a lot of. Like in my case, I am uploading a crap ton of videos on YouTube because I do the whole 2-channel thing. And they throttle those specific websites. The only reason I suspect it is because I pay for gigabyte internet, so things should go pretty fast, right? Especially when uploading a video. Ordinarily, it's like pretty close to 1-to-1. I upload pretty big video files because I render them in 4K, even if they're not downright like 4K footage. I just give them the biggest picture possible. That being said, usually like a 10-minute video, like a vlog, for example, in 4K, takes 10 minutes to upload onto YouTube. Or a 40-minute Let's Play episode takes 40 minutes to get onto YouTube. Today, I uploaded a vlog, and it was a 5-minute vlog, and it took like an hour and a half. It's like, okay, that's weird. Maybe it's just a one-off thing. I uploaded and edited another vlog, an 8-minute one. It took 2 hours. Very strange. Very strange. Funky Kong 2008 says Luigi Mansion 2 was my first Luigi Mansion game, and Luigi Mansion 3 is my second. I think that makes sense. I have never played Dark Moon, actually. I have played Luigi's Mansion 1 and Luigi's Mansion 3. And spoiler alert, I haven't beaten either of them. Serena and I were actually playing through 3 kind of co-op together a little bit a couple of years back, but we put it down and just never finished it. Who is your ISP, says Ball? It is Spectrum. Unfortunately, they are the only option we have where we live. We will get better when we move to Colorado. We will get better. We may, hopefully, we'll figure out, I guess, like what apartment complex we're going to live in or what our living situation will be. Hopefully, and it's going to be a priority for me to evaluate, we get fiber. Colorado's been implementing a lot of fiber optic cables throughout the state, connecting to all sorts of different municipalities. And it would be important to me, it would be definitely a perk if wherever we decided to live had fiber. We'll see. We'll see. Gustine says, I like Fox as top tier in Smash Melee. So even though he's strong, he is also hard to control, meaning you need skill to master him. Yeah, he is kind of erratic, right? Because he's fast as well as strong. He's all over the place. I've watched some highlights of people, like competitive Smash players, and it's like 2 Foxes against each other. And they're fighting like off of the friggin' stage, first and foremost. Second off, they're moving like friggin' Dragon Ball Z characters. I can't comprehend it. Never have I ever been close to competitive like that. Which reminds me, isn't there a terminal montage thing about that? Terminal montage has a lot of great funny animations around the Nintendo stuff, but I think specifically he has got Fox from Smash. We shall see. Oh yeah, right, LP, I actually forgot myself, but we were going to play Among Us in the Discord sometime, right? Yes. It's been a little, shall we say, difficult to make that all happen, given the the happenings of the holiday and then the happenings of moving and everything. But it definitely is something that I've not forgotten about, and we will make that happen. For those of you not aware, there's a Discord channel. There's a link in the description. Usually it's just mindless chatter and stuff like that. But an idea that we've had is to implement like a once a month Among Us game. I've never played Among Us, so whenever we do that for the first time, will be my first time. And I am thinking about like recording it or something. But we'll see. We shall see. Oh, word. I live in Colorado, says Ball. Nice, dude. What part of Colorado? I was born there, and my wife spent most of her life there. She was born in New York, but Before we lived in Florida, we lived down by by Coors Field, actually. We lived across the street from Coors Field. And I don't know if we'll end up back in the city, but I would really like to. It's just a bit expensive. It's a bit expensive. But then again, we could sacrifice space. I don't know. I love Denver. I miss my city. I really do. Fox and Meta Knight both take advantage of the physics and mechanics of the respective games to be the best, says Gustine. Makes sense. I mean, hey, you gotta have the strategy. Goodness gracious. Oh, LP, how do you like Meat Canyon? Meat Canyon is, we'll say, grotesque, but oddly entertaining at the same time. I have watched a few of his videos. Specifically, let's see, I've watched the Ed, and Eddie one. I watched several of the Bugs Bunny ones. I've watched... Oh, God. I've watched actually a lot now that I think about it, and they're all equally traumatizing and fascinating all the same. If you're not familiar with Meat Canyon and you're a child, you probably shouldn't look him up. But he does animations that are, in a word, grotesque. Oh, we'll say. Ball, Fort Collins. Nice. Nice. That's actually close to where Serena lived most of her life. She was in Loveland, so same area. Well, I mean, northern Colorado. I suppose there's like 30 minutes between Loveland and Fort Collins, but still. Fort Collins is a great place. While we've been evaluating where specifically we'll live in Colorado, we have looked at Fort Collins because we'd rather live in a place like, Fort Collins, Denver, than like out in eastern Colorado. We are very much like people, I guess. We like to be around the people. We like cities. The director of Smash retired, says Zachary Beachy. It's true, but I mean, Nintendo want that money. You know what I'm saying? Where there's money to be made. Now, whether or not it'll be good is another thing altogether, but there's money to be made. And Sakurai did say, while he's running his YouTube channel, he's been putting a lot of effort into that, actually. He did say he is not done making games. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that he was outright referencing like a return to working on Smash, but kind of opens the door to that, doesn't you think? I suppose we'll see. We shall see. Either which way, you are right that it would not quite be the same. Meat Canyon does good black humor, like the Grimace video. Yeah, no, he's definitely got himself in a good niche for himself. There are, how do I put this? There are few creators who could do what he does like he does and make it work. Pikmin Pro, yeah, recording it would be fine with me. Perfect. That's something that obviously would have to be, checked off with all the participants. But I think there's potential there. I don't know. People like seeing first-time things, and if Among Us is as fun as I am led to believe, then shoot, I think recording it would be a wise idea. So we'll see. Ball says, I get that. Oh, my giblets. William Afton, versus or battle? Versus or battle. Well, first off, welcome in. Versus or battle for what? Perhaps I already forgotten. JJ Lightweight with 100 bits on Twitch. Thank you. First and foremost, goodness gracious, JJ's generosity and support seemingly knows no bounds. JJ is awesome. What city will you be near, LP? So initially, we will be closest, I think, of the larger cities in Colorado, we'll be closest to Greeley, just because we are going to go stay with Serena's family for a little bit. But while we're there, we are going to be evaluating where we want to be, and I want to say Denver will be the closest, but it's really like hard to say, because so many things can change. And we also need to figure out whether or not we want to rent or buy a home, because I have access to something called the VA home loan. Since I was in the Army, I can get a really good deal on a home loan. I don't have great credit, and that's a whole nother topic altogether, but it's an idea, right? Because if we can stay with her family and save up money and then use the VA home loan, maybe we can purchase something which might be better than renting. I don't know. We'll see. It's all up in the air. Hey, if you guys follow the vlog channel, you'll probably see a lot more conversations around that. Mega Evie says, if you played, you'd have to put a ton of time for talking, so I can type. Gotcha. Hey, you're a pretty quick typer, though, I've seen. You won't need that much time, would you? I have the utmost faith in you, Mega Evie. William Afton, how are you playing with people, aka chat or whatever? Oh, so go into tournaments on Mario Kart 8, and you will put in a code, which is in the description of the stream. I don't think I could play Among Us with you guys, says Zachary Beachy. Why is that? Pikmin Pro says we could use the Discord VC. Indeed. JJ Lightweight says, ooh, expect a small meetup when I go visit my sister this year. That's super cool. Absolutely, let us know. I think that'd be awesome. And follow the vlogs, Discord. JJ putting in the links in the Twitch chat. Thank you very much. Scrolling up. Or down, I guess. What is up? What is down? Switch vertical keyboard. Says Meg Evie, which I guess would be how he would be communicating. Makes sense. Oh, I'm about to cough. I'm about to cough and I can't mute myself. Brace yourselves for loud noises. I kind of muffled it. I hope that was acceptable. Hoo-wee. Goodness gracious. I'm very glad that I was... Zachary. I'm very glad that I was able to finally get a halfway decent like audio situation after using the $20 microphone. But the only thing is that this Audio-Technica headset sometimes takes, they're called plosives. They take the loud bursts of air that come from my mouth, and it really makes them loud. Like, holy cow. And it's hard for me to identify sometimes when I'm editing my videos, and sometimes I'll listen to one back and I'll just be like, whew. I don't want to do it to you guys right now, but it's like, you probably are. I may have done it already tonight. Goodness gracious. Join code JJ Cat puts in the chat. Thank you very much. JJ Cat is the like the honorary mod, essentially. I do not have any like actual mods, but goodness gracious, JJ Cat does so much. She is awesome. Speaking of, I at some point will have to put in official mods, but I don't even know like when I would have to do that. I think it probably depends on like the traffic, right? Like by and large, the people that come into these streams are decent people, you know? No one is rude, no one is offensive, no one is like heinously off topic or self-promotive. Except on Twitch, sometimes there are some self-promoting people on Twitch that just pop in and like, hey, buy my graphic design, and then they're gone. But eventually, I suppose, maybe once that becomes more, chat becomes just too unruly, then we'll do the moderating thing. Either that, or maybe we'll just wait until the channel gets like 10,000 subscribers, and then it's like, hey, we went from 5,000 to 10,000, so here's moderators, listen to them. I suppose we'll see. Funky Kong says, Luigi Mansion series has always been fun. It truly has. It truly has. I feel bad that I haven't actually beaten the ones that I've started, but I do have plans to play through all of them. They are all on the 2 Let's Play list. And they'd be good games to help coincide with like the spooky season. You know what I'm saying? Like in Halloween time, October. It'd be good to play through a Luigi's Mansion game. Scrolling down, I'd love to see LP and Serena play It Takes Two, says Meggy Evie. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I know that Serena would be all about that as well. She is a fan of the game, as am I. We've never played it, but we are aware of it. Great idea. Great idea. JJ Cat says it's either loud, quiet, or mysterious pops. Oh, mysterious pops. Twitch definitely needs a mod for bots. Yeah, that is probably true. Just to like have the power to get rid of them. You'd probably be the person, JJ, that I'd give that power to. Mega Evie says YouTube has some bots, but not many. I had to delete some bots on some other chats. Thankfully, it's been relatively problem-free here. I've played every Luigi's Mansion game, says Pikmin Pro, although Luigi's Mansion, sadly, is the only other game alongside Smash Ultimate I've lost to the void. Oh, no. Oh, no. JJ Lightway says, the spook game I will ever play, the only spook game I will ever play, over on Twitch. Zachary Beachy says, my tablet does not like Discord voice chat. I see. I see. That is fair. Technological limitations, they limit us. Oh, how dare they? But I know the pain, and it's too bad. But that won't always be the case. That won't always be the case. Goodness gracious. I don't know that I'm ever going to come in first here. We've raced a good, like, I don't know, 2 dozen times. I'm finding myself a comfortable home. in third place. All right, the bronze medal. No, it's not the bronze. It's the LP medal. It's just carved with my initials right there. Mega Evie says, some people who spam chat and have good timeout people for chatting about not good things. Dang. I consider myself lucky then. Oh, I consider myself lucky that I found my way into decent people hanging out. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD will be the enhanced version game of Luigi's Mansion, says Funky Kong 2008 over on Twitch. That's true. When does that come out? That comes out this year, right? There's a couple of remakes coming out. Obviously, Thousand Year Door will be coming out this year too, which I am particularly excited for. But most of all, I believe I am most excited for Princess Peach Showtime. Among the announced games for 2024, that is number one for me. I'm very excited for that. And it's coming soon, too. It comes out in March. Oh, man. JJ Cat, biggest thing is if you are killed, mute your mic and visit the Ghost VC for Among Us. Ah, okay. That makes sense. So that you don't, like, ruin it for the other people, so to speak. I will definitely need some sort of, I don't know about walkthrough, but some sort of, like, prep from the people that have experience playing it before we do that. But hey, that's why I'm lucky to have you guys. Funky Kong 2008 says it will release in winter and summer in Australia and America this year. Mario vs. Donkey Kong remake. Ah, that's right. I forgot about that. Thank you very much for the information, Funky Kong. You've been very helpful. Just like this Boo giving me a whole $1. Thank you. Thank you, Boo. Truly, the coin is what's going to be the deciding factor. This race, not Zachary up there doing friggin' flips and tricks in front of me like some gosh darn daredevil. Pikmin Pro says, okay, yeah, I can give you a tutorial. Perfect. See what I'm talking about? Not bad people, helpful people are the people that hang out here, and I think it's excellent. Goodness gracious. And from all over the world, too, which is probably the coolest thing. Right? Like, we've got presence in all sorts of freaking time zones. And there's even people that'll comment on like YouTube videos that are in time zones that cannot, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Cannot participate in the streams because it's just so late for them because they're off in like Asia. It's crazy. Awesome. The internet, the mysterious and great place. Mario vs. Donkey Kong remake, February 16th. Oh, that's coming up quicker than I thought. Goodness gracious. It's coming up very quick. Gustine says, do you wish that you could pick any track in Mario Kart 8 rather than just 3 random tracks? I mean, yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. For sure. Have to have decent charisma and good luck rolls to deceive. Oh boy. Well, I'd like to think that I have decent charisma, and I definitely have good luck. I'm very excited to see how this plays out. Oh, goodness me. Hello, Kenny. Welcome back. Oh. This will be the final race for myself. Of course, as I mentioned, the tournament stays up all night, I think. No, it goes away at like 9. But if you want to race, you can race in the tournament. Do as you will. But this is my last race. I need to go make a pizza. Mega Evie 7 says there is one task I don't like. I don't even know what that means. A task? Simon says... Huh. Zachary Beachy says, I thought I saw copies of the Peach game. You may have, if you went to like GameStop or something. They do this weird thing where they make a bunch of fake cases. They have a bunch of them, at least the GameStop I went to, they have a bunch of them of the Mario versus Donkey Kong and of Princess Peach, and they're just like all strewn about. But you open them and they're empty and there's nothing on the backside. It's just like weird advertising. I don't know if it's Nintendo sanctioned or it's GameStop just trying to do weird things. Either which way, I think it comes out March something or other, like the middle of March. Funky Kong 2008 says, for Christmas 2023, I got Nintendo Switch Blue and Kirby in the Forgotten Land and a screen protector. I meant Nintendo Switch Lite. That's a really good Christmas, dude. Holy cow. Kirby in the Forgotten Land's a great game. Serena and I are actually, we streamed that a few weeks ago. It is, Kirby in general is great, but I think Kirby in the Forgotten Land might be my favorite Kirby game. And I hope you're having a good time with it. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. And that actually, that Nintendo Switch Lite, you're talking about if it's the blue one, is the same one my little brother has. What a coincidence. Hydrate, says JJ Cat. Yes, that is a good idea, but if I hydrate, I'm going to continue to crash. Well, it's not like I'm in first anyways. Yes, let's just rub against the pole, Link. Everyone knows that's the way to success in any race. Because all your opponents will stop and be like, what's wrong with this guy? Oh, God, I'm getting assaulted by Pikmin. Yeah, drink water, says me. I'm drinking water. I'm drinking water and I'm in the water. But what about bean water, huh? We got coffee. Oh, see, I drink and then I crash. Let this be a lesson to you. Do not drink and drive. Anything at all. Well, here we go. Hopefully the game gives me a bullet bill. No, they give me a single shroom. That's not going to help me overcome that deficit. You thing. How rude. The game's like, yeah, you're in last place. Just stay there. It's fine. You're not going to come out of this anyways. It's the final race, the final lap. Bullet bill. There we go. Jiminy Christmas. Oh, the bullet bill is not yet enough still to catch up. Link up there, Jax getting himself into... Oh, it's Waluigi. What's up, Waluigi? I'm sorry I had to leave and not take last. Oh, thank you, Bullet Bill. Jiminy Christmas. Jiminy Christmas. I do love that. Very, very good. Goodness gracious. Let me click some things here. Just, So who won overall? Is there any way to see? It's got to be Pikmin, right? It's always Pikmin. It's either Pikmin or Cal, usually, or Mega Eevee. Huh. Who's to say? Either which way, that is the extent of it. Whoever won is the winner. Oh, and they deserve all the applause. Can we get the thing back up? There we go. Hey, now we got Pink Yoshi. Look at that. Courtesy of Bubblegum KK by Kumu. Very good. Zachary Beachy says, I'm doing better. Thank you for letting me play with you, LP. Absolutely. Dude, thanks for joining. It's always a great time to get the opportunity to play with the people. I wish I could, honestly, I wish I could stream more than once a week so that we could have like a dedicated, like a community game and then like a whatever Let's Play game like we were doing with Kirby and the Forgotten Land or Harvest Moon. Maybe later this year we'll get to a point where we can have more than one stream a week, but for now, this is where we're going to be at. Pikmin Pro says, I have very mixed feelings about Princess Peach Showtime. Well, that's completely fair. I will say this, if you decide to not get it, you can just watch the Let's Play, because that will be going up as soon as the game is released. Mega Eevee says, beans, beans, the more you eat, the more you'll toot. The more you toot, the longer you'll live. I don't know. Oh, God. Oh, that was awesome. Pikmin Pro says, I did. I'm wearing the crown. That makes sense. The crown signifies not royalty, but victory. Indeed. JJ Cat says, whoever gets bragging rights until next stream competition. Yep, that is the one. Why can't you stream more than once a week, says Gustine. It's difficult from a time perspective because I got so much crap going on. I mean, it's tough. I don't want to sugarcoat it. But between the streaming and the Let's Play stuff, I put in like 3 to 4 hours every day on the YouTube channel. And eventually it's gonna pay off, and then it will be my job, and I can put in like 2 or 3 times that much time into the channel. And I can put in like 8 to 12 hours a day. I don't have to work a normal job. I can just put all my effort into this. Then I will be able to stream more often because that will literally be what I'm supposed to do. But you get it. Don't push yourself, LP, says Pikmin Pro. No, that's very true. It's good to pace yourself. It's good to to be realistic about what you're capable of. But on that same note, I just absolutely love this stuff, right? I mean, it is video games, yes, but I love like the video creating process. I love commentating. I love trying to improve in that regard. So it's all fun for me. Monkey Kong 2008 says, I got my first Switch Lite way back in 2020 during the lockdown time. That was a good time to have a Switch. I tell you what. Goodness gracious. If you didn't have a Switch or some other form of entertainment, like books at the very least, you're struggling. Goodness me. JJ Cat says, okay, I'm putting it in my stream notes, Pikmin. Great call. Thanks, JJ. Mega Evie7 says, thanks for streaming. Now the Yoshi is purple. I love it. Yeah, it is like, if I move over here, it's like a solid one. This little like line thing kind of, you just, don't look over here. Just something like that. I don't know. Anyways, I am going to wrap it up now. So thank you everyone for hanging out and bearing with me despite the technological struggles the stream had. It was an excellent first stream of 2024, and I look forward to many more of these. Hanging out with you guys is always a highlight of my week, and I can't wait to do it again next week.